Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nusidik Dwi Praditya. My number is 20400117019, and my class is English Education Department 1 and 2. Here I am going to explain the topic about the scope of spoken discourse. So here I am going to tell about transactional speaking, interactional speaking, and performance speaking. So the structure of discussion is what is it, and reason, give example, how to analyze what we are found, and how to what are the implication to teaching and learning. So that's all of my video. Now the first discussion is interactional speaking. So what is the interactional speaking? Interactional speaking is commonly found in real life in terms of interpersonal dialogue or conversation, which have two types. Those are casual conversation and classroom conversation. So the reason for discourse analysis of classroom conversation, the first to show its typical characteristic in terms of structure, function, and so forth, to encourage the student to know and to use the characteristic when they are in the classroom setting and want to involve in conversation, and to see what goes on the classroom, and to evaluate the end product of our teaching and that's of our student. And then the reason casual conversation are to recognize what types of communication, formal or informal, match the situation, to identify types of utterance used by the native speaker under a certain condition, formal or informal, if they have to speak under a similar condition some other time, to be able the expression, because they have know how someone else speak in the situation. For example of classroom conversation: teacher, see this picture, what is it? And the student answer, eraser. Yeah, student answer eraser, and the teacher answer, yes, this is an eraser. Okay, so let's see example of casual conversation. A, do you have time? B, what's up? A, I need your help. B, no, I can't because I am sick. A, oh, okay. That is the example of casual conversation. Now we are going to extract the discourse analysis for the extract of classroom conversation example. The first, teacher said, see this picture, what is it? So the analysis is, the sequence is initiation. The teacher initiates the conversation by saying, see this picture, and then ends the initiation by asking a question about something. What is that? So the initiation function as question, as asked. So the student answered eraser. The analysis is, the sequence is response. A student then answered the question by saying eraser. So the response function as answer. The teacher said, yes, this is an eraser. So the analysis is, this sequence is feedback. The teacher comment on it by saying, Yes, this is a laser. So the feedback function as comment, and the Discourse analysis for the extract of casual information example. A. Do you have time? Analysis. This sequence is initiation. Yeah. A initiates the conversation by saying, "Do you have time?" So the initiation function as question. And B answered, "What's up?" This analysis is sequenced according to Coulthard is respond but have initiation as well. So B respond and initiates the conversation by saying "What's up?" So the initiation function as question, and A answer that "I need your help." So the analysis of this, the sequence is response and initiation. A respond and initiates the conversation by saying "I need your help." So the initiation function as information or invite information, and B answer that "No, I can because I'm sick." This sequence is response. B respond the conversation by saying "No, I can because I am sick." So the response function as rejection, and A answer that "Oh, okay." "Oh, okay." This sequence is follow up. A respond to conversation by saying "Oh, okay." So the follow up function as responding rejection. So what we are found from those example, classroom conversation and casual conversation. These are we are found. The Discord sequence from classroom conversation is are initiation, response, and feedback. The function are ask, answer, comment, question, answer, comment, and the internal structure is a /tst. And then what we are found in casual conversation are the Discord sequence are initiation, response, and follow up, and the function are question, information, rejection, and responding rejection. That those are we are found from the example casual conversation and classroom conversation. That's are analyzed. Those are the analyzed. So, what are the implications to teaching and learning? A teacher can use the product as the basic to formulate curriculum, teaching material, teaching methodology, and technique in teaching English. Besides that, student can use the product to achieve communicative competence, which are expected able to assist them to use English effectively, both in spoken and written discourse. Use the discourse sequence as a pattern when the teacher needs to compile conversational based teaching material in which the utterances in the conversation materials are sequenced by using the exchange structure. Use the utterances from the data as natural language expression, which can be used to perform particular function in the conversation materials. Use the internal structure to determine terms in the conversation. So that's the discussion about the instructional speaking. So we move to the transactional speaking. Okay, transactional speaking. What is it? Transactional speaking is a medium to translate message to other, which make one understood clearly and accurately. Okay, and the reason is to help students look natural in interactions, transactional spoken discourse. So this avoids speaking which sound unnatural due to the use of unnatural English. This is the example of transactional speaking. Moderator. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Sidik as moderator, and our candidate debat are Ahmad Mahmud and Andre Wijaya. The debate time is 90 minutes in 4 segments. Each segment are 15 minutes. So the first explain the topic in 15 minutes, and also the second speaker. Then the segment 3 is discussion with question answer session. So give applause for 2 candidates. The issue are about afraid Corona or afraid to Allah. Okay, first to Ahmad Mahmud. Ahmad, thanks for this change. We know that who create us blah 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 because this many blah blah blah. So do not afraid to Corona. If we have iman, we will be protected. Corona is a creature of Allah blah blah blah. Host, thanks. Now, Andre, time is yours. Andre, thanks moderator. Well, Corona is indeed a creature of God, and we are afraid of God, blah blah blah. But in Islam, blah blah blah, we can allow it, we cannot allow it. Why? As Islam does not only rely on faith, but also knowledge of Islam. We have to stay at home. So that is the example of transactional in speaking. That's about debate or discussion. So we have to extract. You have to extract this example. So the analyze is the discourse sequence have initiation, opening moderator, respond, Ahmad's explanation, follow up, respond back to Ahmad, then initiation, invite Andre to explain, and the last respond, Andre's explanation. So the generic structure of initiation moderator, opening, greetings, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, good morning, that is greeting, and introducing, my name is Nur Sidik as moderator. So then introducing the participant, introducing the candidate, and our candidate debat are Ahmad Mahmud and Andre Wijaya. Then debate procedure. First explain the topic in 15 minutes, and the second speaker as well. Then discussion with question answer session. Then the 3 is introducing topic area. The issue are about afraid Corona or afraid Allah, and the 4 inviting argument, selecting first speaker. Okay, first to Ahmad Mahmud. Then that the ends of invitation of moderator. Now the generic structure of response by Ahmad explanation. Here's opening, expressing gratitude. Thanks for this change to overviewing the topic, stating the issue. We know that who create us, blah blah blah. Then supporting points, because this many blah blah blah. The third stating solution, encouraging. So do not afraid to corona. Clarifying the solution. If we have fight, we will be protected. And the last 5, giving recommendation. Corona is a creature of Allah, blah blah blah. That's the end of generic structure of response. Ahmad explanation. Now the generic structure of follow-up and invitation by moderator. Expressing gratitude. Thank you very much. And then inviting arguments. Select the speaker by mention his name. Now Andre, giving statement. Time is yours. That's the generic structure of follow-up and invitation. And the last generic structure of response by Andre explanation. First, opening, expressing gratitude. Thanks for moderator overviewing the topic, stating the issue. Well, Corona is indeed creature of Allah, and we are fried to Allah, blah blah blah. Supporting points. But in Islam, blah 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 blah. And the third stating solution, generating question. We cannot allow it. Why? Clarifying the solution. As Islam, do not only rely on faith, but also knowledge of Islam, blah blah blah. And therefore, giving recommendation. We have to stay at home, blah blah blah. So, what are the implications? First, the teacher used the Discourse sequence as the pattern to compile transactional speaking teaching materials, in which the utterance in the material as sequenced by using the generic structure. And the second, use the utterance as natural language expression can be used to perform particular function in transactional spoken discourse, such as debate and discussion. So that's the end of discussion of transactional speaking. We go ahead. We next to the discussion, that is performance speaking. So, what is the performance speaking? Performance speaking is transmitting of message or information in front of an audience in formal language, which is closer to written. So, it is public speaking, such as lecture, speeches, and etc. So the reason of this discourse to help students able to organize ideas logically and clearly in making a speech, to help students use appropriate expression to convey each function without the basic structure, and the last, to help students make the speech sound looks authentic and natural. So the example of this performance speaking. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to honorable the teacher, my friends here. I hope you all to keep yourself blah blah blah. I want to tell about the danger of corona. The impact of corona is blah blah blah. So the conclusion is the danger of corona blah blah blah. I take the time now. Stay at home. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So that us that is the example of performance speaking. Now we are going to extract this example. So first is addressing. Thank to so honorable the teacher, my friends. And the second, greeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. And the third, attention grabber. Get the audience attention. Here, I hope you all to keep yourself, blah blah blah. And the fourth, introduction. Tell them what you are going to say. I want to tell about the danger of corona. And 5, body. The impact of corona is blah blah blah. And 6, the 6 is conclusion. Tell them all you have said. So the conclusion is the danger of corona, blah 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 blah. And the last, the 7, ending. Make them remember something or give your gratitude to them. I take the train now. Stay at home. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So that is the generic structure of example of a performance speaking. And what are we found? So the generic structure are addressing, greeting, attention grabber, introduction, body, conclusion, and ending. That is the generic structure. So what are implications? Teacher can use a pattern to compile performance speaking teaching materials in which the terms in the material are sequenced by using the generic structure. A student can identify the generic structure hidden inside the speeches and classify the expression used to describe the function of each component of the generic structure. So that's the end from our material about formal speaking and the end of our video. So the important you must know is the structure of scope spoken discourse, because that is the important to know the generic structure, the internal structure, the function, structural function, mode function. Yes. So remember that spoken discourse are transactional speaking. Those are classroom conversation and casual conversation. Then the second, transactional speaking. Those are discussion and debate. And the third, the last, is performance speaking. That is speech or presentation. That must you remember. And the example is made by me. Okay, so please listen carefully. My example, and that is my recommendation to you. Listen the example. And thanks for my friend who support me, and who else? Just my friend. Okay, there is no one super me express my friend. So I close this video and to say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.